I really like Zach. I consider Zach a friend. And for Zach to say that I fat shame Mraz, I'm not even supposed to say the F word. Mraz has taught me this over time, that is an offensive word to those that are husky, chunky, big-boned, overweight, flabby.
That, again, something only heavy people can say to each other. Not from you and your skinny ivory tower where you weren't allowed preservatives as a kid to fire at us.
So, okay, let's start here. Bogish, do you think we fat shame?
Of course we did not.
We did not.
No, we did not. Enough of Zach Gelb, okay? So when did he become Jack LaLanne that he can sit here and tell us and give Sean any credit, any advice in this situation either? Leave us alone.
Here's the thing. I don't think we did either. I think we poked fun at Mraz's inconsistency.
Right, and maybe we
and ridiculousness.
Idiot shamed him. We didn't fat shame him.
But it wasn't about him being overweight. And please don't use that F word because I want this to be a safe zone for
Husky is great.
Husky's
great.
Can I say blobs?
Blobs is a little much.
Okay. So for Huskies.
What about blobby?
No. Chunksters.
I want this to be a safe zone for chunksters. Okay?
You're a better human than me.
Because I realize there are listeners out there that are fighting with their battle over weight.
Right.
And I don't want them to feel bad about themselves that I'm somehow judging them because I am not.
Right. You don't know what their thyroid enzymes are like.
I don't know what their thyroid enzymes are like. I do not. So this was not meant as some type of judgment over others. I would never want to do that to our listeners or people out there because I consider myself to be a responsible broadcaster. So I don't think...
Have you listened to your own show?
I don't think... Can I say slobs?
Well, slobs doesn't exactly mean
Great.
Husky people.
Okay.
Yeah, skinny person could be a slob.
Pig?
I have called others pigs, so who am I to say you can't call me a pig?
Okay. So I don't want this to be a place where listeners feel like I'm judging weight here. So
pig is fine. Wild boar is not.
Okay. No F word.
That's an important delineation. Thank you.
No WB words, please, everyone. Feral hog?
Sure.
Okay. But no wild boar. Okay. Swine?
Swine, again, is fine.
Obese?
I think if you just
a technical term.
Yeah, I mean, if you called obese America, I think that's understood that we would classify under that.
Okay. So I can say obese America. I cannot say the F word America.
Right.
Okay.
Not, if you said fat America again, I could say that.
As a member of the tribe.
I don't know what is so hard about just saying Husky people.
Okay, so do you think, Mraz, and I will defer to you since you are the resident pig?
Swine?
Slob?
Not wild boar. No, not. Wait. Which one is good again?
Pig is good.
Okay.
This is exactly what we're talking about. This is fat shaming.
So as the resident pig here, that does not feel respectable.
That seems like it should be it should be banned. Take that one back to the panel and see if you guys want to reassess.
Okay.
Resident
pig.
meaty person.
As the resident
meaty.
Chubby person.
As the resident
man with curves.
What about bag of leaves? We've used that yesterday.
As the resident pudding pop.
Okay, perfect. As the resident bag of pudding, do you feel...
Oh, that's even worse. You know what? Now that I think about it, I think that's out too.
What about an actual bag of pudding? I mean... Think about that for a second.
Chicken?
So, as the resident bag of pudding, do you believe... Sorry.
Do you know that you still...
You guys have answered the question, by the way. The answer is yes.
Sorry.
No, but the thing is, we haven't actually asked a question yet because we keep stumbling upon what we can call you.
As, and I don't want to offend anybody, but as the resident pudding pig...
Eat! The pudding pig.
I really think that fat would be the simplest thing here, Sean. You walked yourself into a corner.
The least offensive thing we could call you.
Fat. The Pudding Pig sounds like a movie at 3 a.m. on Cinemax.
I mean, in no situation should bag of pudding be more acceptable than fat.
Fat shame Mraz. And I said pudding pop. You took it as bag of pudding.
Or pig. You gave me the green light on pig. Swine, hog. But not wild boar. I would never call you a wild boar. Do you think that we fat shame?
I think the last 3 minutes is evident that you do. I do think there's an element. Here's the thing. I do firmly believe if me and my problems intestinally and eating-wise were not a part of the I.D.A. show, and let's say I was producing the Zach Gelb show, or I was producing After Hours on Amy Lawrence, I think you would always look at me side-eye, not giving me a chance to know me like you know me now. I think that you grew up in Little Warwick, New York, where an apple a day from the patch kept the doctor away. You weren't allowed to have Pop-Tarts or fruit roll-ups. And because of that, you grew up this healthy lifestyle. Going on your hikes, you fancy, we get it. All this health stuff.
So you're now health shaming him.
No.
His family made all the right choices, and somehow it was wrong.
But now because
all
of that...
those fancy hikes, which means just walking.
You didn't have any Twinkies, D.A.
But now you're frowning on me because I went through a good 3-year stretch where my dad was convinced he was going to get Park Place and Broadway from McDonald's Monopoly, and we played it 3 times a week. And that's how I ended up this way. And because of that, you look at me and you will always think less of me because I'm fat. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. And then when it comes to the show, I do back myself in the corners, admittedly. All right, some of this has to be put on my shoulders. But you take glory in knowing at how many failed diet attempts I've had. And to me, instead of being supportive, that is what's good for the gander is good for the goose. And you absolutely root for me to fail because it's for better show content rather than root for me to succeed because it might be better for me to be around till I'm 80 as opposed to 70.